Hello children, in this third video that we are starting today, we will be discussing what will happen when you combine a number of resistances together, right? What will be the combined resistance when you combine a number of resistances? So we begin the topic. Combination of resistances. Combination of resistances. Okay. When you combine many resistances, what will be the combined resistance? Actually, children, we will be dealing with two types of combination of resistances. First combination is called series combination, and the second combination is called parallel combination. We have two types of combination of resistances. First one is series combination and second one is parallel combination. We will begin with first, that is series combination. Let us see what is series combination. Let us think of a situation like this. I combine a number of resistances from end to end. Like you can think like this, we have one rope out here, I put the first rope, then at the other end I connect the second rope, from here I connect what? The third rope, and this will go on. Similarly, if I put one resistance wire here, having resistance R1, second resistance wire here, that is R2, and third resistance wire having resistance what? R3. Remember children, I can join as many resistances as I want. If I combine these resistances end to end, this combination is called what? Series combination. And then for making current possible, I will connect a battery out here and I will close a key, connect a key and close the circuit. A key is like a switch, as you know already. If I put this dot in the middle, that means switch is on. I will connect an ammeter and then the circuit is completed. So what do you see? In series combination, we are combining resistances from end to end. One wire will be over here, gets over, then connect another wire. One is ending here, put yet another wire, and this will go on. So we will define end to end combination of resistances is called series combination. Series combination. End to end combination of resistances is called series combination. Now children, if I look at this circuit, you can see the current will flow from positive negative to the positive terminal to the negative terminal. It will go clockwise. Current will start like this. You can clearly see the current will travel from the positive terminal of the battery. You can see the current is coming out here. This current will pass to the first wire, that is the first resistance, and again the same current will pass to the second wire, and yet again the same current will pass through the third wire, which is having resistance R3, and finally will come down, pass through ammeter. This ammeter will tell us how many amperes of current is flowing, and finally it will enter the negative terminal of the battery and the circuit will be completed. So the interesting thing here is that current through each resistance is same. current through each resistance is same. So I'll be writing it here. Number 1. So these are important points which you have to know. Number 1. Current through each resistance is same. Current through each resistance is same. So let us say here that this battery is supplying current I. So current through the first wire is I, second wire is also I, and third is also I. Current through each resistance is how much? I. So let here I, here also I, here also I. Current through each resistance is same. So if current supplied by the battery is I, so current through each resistance will be how much? I. Now another thing which you've learned in Ohm's law, let's recall, if you have a resistance R and a current through the resistance is I. If you have a resistance R and a current through the resistance is I, then how much the potential difference V? V is equal to I into R. Don't forget this. So as the current is flowing through each resistance, each wire will have what? Its own potential difference. Suppose the potential difference across the first resistance is V1, potential difference across the second resistance is V2, and potential difference across the third resistance is V3. Then children, if I add V1 plus V2 plus V3, then that will be equal to the potential difference across the battery, that is how much? V. Very important, we will say here, sum of potential difference across resistances is equal to applied potential difference, and potential difference we can also write this as PT. So you can keep taking notes, you can pause the video, you can take the notes, I can take a screenshot and take note. So see, sum of potential difference across resistances is equal to applied PD. That means I can say that applied PD, and PD is what? Potential difference. V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. If I have more resistance, suppose I have V4, I can have V5, it will depend upon how many resistances I will have. And now I will assume that combined resistance is R. I will say like this, let combined resistance is equal to R. Because we have connected 3 resistances, we would like to know what is the combined resistance, meaning 3 resistances put together will give us how much of resistance. So children, if combined resistance is R and current supplied by the battery is how much here? I, then how much will be V? V will be equal to I into R. V1 will be equal to how much? I into R1. V2 will be I into R2, and V3 will be how much? I into R3. Right? So I got V, I got V1, I got V2, I got V3. I'll put all these values in this equation 1. Right? So I'll be saying, therefore, from equation 1, for equation V is how much? I into R. I into R is equal to I into R1 plus I into R2 plus I into R3. Clear? You can see that I is common on both sides. So we cancel out I, then R will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Dot dot. If more are there, you can go on adding. So children, this is the formula for combined resistance. So we will write here again. combine resistance in series, you get Rs equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. If there are more resistances, we will go on adding. That means if I add up individual resistance, that is equal to the combined resistance of the circuit. R equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So, this is a simple discussion that we have had for series combination of resistances. Make sure you go through all the notes and understand them. Okay. Now, we will see a small numerical on this series combination. And this kind of questions will be getting the boards. So, make sure you are understanding. If you have any difficulties, you can send me the details separately through WhatsApp. Let us see a numerical, a question on this which you will get in the exam. Question number 1. Ohm, 5 ohm, 12 ohm, 6 volts battery, key, okay. Remember, this ammeter will be reading what? Ammeter will be reading current, okay, and this voltmeter will be reading potential difference. So, let us see a problem. From the given circuit, calculate number 1, combined resistance, number 2, current supplied by the battery, number 3, reading of ammeter, number 4, PD across 5 ohm, and number 5, reading of voltmeter. Let us try to answer these questions. See children, when you look at this 3 ohm, 5 ohm and 12 ohm, if you study this combination properly, you will see it is something like this. This is 3 ohm, 5 ohm and this is 12 ohm. 3 ohm, 5 ohm and this is 12 ohm. Clearly you can see that these two are connected how? They are connected as series. They are connected from end to end. One ends here, then the next starts, second ends, and the third starts. So, I will say answer number 1. First is combined resistance. Combined resistance, children, this is a case of series combination of resistances. So, R will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. There are 3 resistances, 3 plus 5 plus 12. 20, and the unit of resistance is what? Ohm. Do not forget to write the unit of resistance, which is ohm. Next they are saying current supplied by the battery. Let us see the second one. Here V is equal to how much, children? V is equal to 6 volts. It is already given here. V is equal to 6 volts. So, and R is equal to how many ohms we got? 20 ohms. Therefore, current I is equal to how much? V by R. How much V, children? 6. 6 by 20, we have 3 by 10, 0.3 ampere. So how much is the current supplied by the battery, children? 0.3 ampere. Simply I is equal to V by R. So V we know is 6 and R is equal to how much? 20. So 0.3 ampere we got. Now third part. Third part, what they say? The reading of ammeter. Very interesting. Let's see. Current always travels from positive terminal of the battery. So this is how the current is traveling, children. This is how the current is traveling. You can see. Here it goes and finally comes into the negative terminal of the battery. This is positive and this is negative. So ammeter reads what? Ammeter reads current in the circuit, and we already got current is equal to 0.3 amperes. So I'll say the reading of ammeter is going to read how many amperes? 0.3 ampere. This reading of ammeter. Now fourth thing they are asking you, PTA cross 5 ohm resistance. Now let's work out this. If I look at this 5 ohm resistance, so you can mentally think that the battery is supplying how many amperes current? 0.3 amperes. See, the same current is coming here, going through first, then through the second, and then through the third resistance. So how much current is flowing through this 5 ampere resistance? 0.3 ampere. Yes. And how much is resistance? 5 ohm. So here I will say like this. I can see also, if I want, I will write 5 ohm and I will say 0.3 ampere, and then I will write I is equal to 0.3 ampere. Here R is how much? 5 ohm, right? Therefore PTA cross 5 ohm resistance, I want to find out PD. PD stands for potential difference. V equals how much, children? I into R. I is how much? 0.3, R is 5, so 1.5, and don't forget to write its unit. What unit of potential difference? Volt. So PTA cross 5 ohm resistance is how much? 1.5 volt. Now this is a very common kind of problem which you get in the board exams. Next the thing, the reading of voltmeter. Voltmeter measures what? Potential difference. And bear in mind, write it down, that ammeter is connected always in series. You see, ammeter is connected in series and voltmeter is always connected in parallel. Yes, in parallel. And what does the voltmeter measure? It measures potential difference, and it is measuring potential difference across how many ohms? 5 ohms. And how much is that we got? 1.5 volt. So we will conclude the reading of voltmeter is 1.5 volts. So we discussed a simple problem in which we had all these points: current supplied by the battery, reading of ammeter, reading of voltmeter, and then finding what? I and V. So basically you have to bear in mind that ammeter will be reading what? Current in the circuit. Voltmeter will be reading what? Potential difference, V. So you should be able to work it out. Now let's see the second type of combination of resistances. Once you have done this, now children, the next combination of resistances is parallel combination of resistances. And in parallel combination, we combine all the resistances between two given points. Let's see here. Now our next topic now is parallel combination. Parallel combination. Let's see what is parallel combination of resistances. In this combination, children, we combine resistances between two given points, R1, R2, R3. Here you see I am connecting a battery, connecting a key. I am connecting a number of resistances between two given points. Let me say this point is P and this point is Q. If I close this key, then a current is set up, you can see in the circuit like this. This current travels up to here. But when it reaches here, you can understand, you can imagine like this is a lake, water is coming through a pipe and these are three pipes. So what do you see? Water distributes here, here, also here, right? Now if I add up how much water is flowing here, here and here, that will be equal to the water which is being fed by the what? Main pipe. Current is also similar. Flow of current is like flow of water. So suppose this current supplied by the battery is I. So you can see that this current, once it travels here, then I1 will be current to the first resistance, I2 is current to the second resistance, and current to this third resistance is how much? I3. And eventually children, if I add current I1 plus I2 plus I3, I will get how much? I. Bear this in mind. So let us define what is parallel combination. In parallel combination, all the resistances are connected between two given points. Between two given points, as you can see that there are three resistances R1, R2 and R3, and I have connected them between points P and Q. Now what is interesting here is, in series combination current was same, but in parallel combination potential difference is same. So to bear in mind that potential difference across R1 will be equal to potential difference across R2 and will be equal to potential difference across R3. In the previous case current was same, here what is same? Potential difference is same. So I will be writing here important points for you to remember. Important, number 1, PD across each resistance is same. PD across each resistance is same. Bear in mind that PD is potential difference, right? Now the second point, sum of potential difference, sum of currents flowing through resistances is equal to applied current. Meaning children, I will be equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. In the previous case it was V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, and here I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now we will learn how we calculate combined resistance of the circuit. So we will say like this, let combined resistance is equal to R. Let combined resistance is equal to R. Then how much will be children? I will be V by R. I1 is equal to V by R1. I2 is equal to V by R2. And I3 is equal to V by R3. I is equal to V by R, I1 is equal to V by R1, I2 is equal to V by R2, I3 is equal to V by R3. If I put all these values, then I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. and I is equal to V by R. V by R1, V by R2 plus V by R3. And we cancel out V from both sides, then what do we get? 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Children, this is the formula that you will be getting. In series it was R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, and here 1 by R, where R is the combined resistance, is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So, I will be writing here combined resistance 1 by R in parallel is equal to 1 by R1, 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. If there are more resistances, I can go on adding plus plus plus, but generally we will be dealing with 2 to 3 parallel combinations. So, we will consider only up to R3, but if suppose this is R4, then 1 by R will be equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4, right. So, this is a discussion that we have had about parallel combination, and you should bear in mind that in parallel combination, children, what is same? PT across each resistance is same, and sum of currents across individual resistance is equal to the applied current. Alright. Now, here we will be saying a simple numerical problems on parallel combination of resistances. Let us say this. So, I hope by now you have understood the difference between series combination and parallel combination. In series combination, we are combining resistances from end to end, and in parallel combination, we are connecting all the resistances between two given points. Okay. So, we will be discussing question 2. Let us see here. The 3 resistances, this is 2 ohm, this is 4 ohm, and this is 6 ohm, and we are connected here across three volts battery, and then here I connect an ammeter. Okay. Calculate number 1, combined resistance. Number 2, current supplied by the battery. Number 3, current through 6 ohm resistance. So, there are 3 parts in this question. Clearly, you can see that 2 ohm, 4 ohm and 6 ohm, they are connected in parallel. Why? Because all 3 are connected between 2 given points, right. I will assume the current that is supplied by the battery is I. First thing I need to calculate is combined resistance. So, let us see the solution, children. Let combined resistance is equal to R, and you can clearly see R1 is equal to 2 ohm, R2 is equal to 4 ohm, and R3 is equal to 6 ohm. So, 1 by R is equal to how much, children? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by Now there is the relation. Let's put in the values. So 1 by r is equal to how much you have? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6. LCM is how much you have? 12, 6 plus 3 plus 2, 11 by 12. So r is equal to how much you have? 12 by 11. I wanted to remember one very important thing. When we connect in series, then the combined resistance always increases, and in parallel combination combined resistance always decreases. You can see that we have connected what? 3 resistances, and the combined resistance is what? Just 6 by 11 ohms, 12 by 11 ohms, which is very close to 1, just more than 1. Clear? So combined resistance has been reduced a lot. In parallel combination combined resistance decreases, and in series combination combined resistance increases. So this should be kept in mind. I answered the first question, combined resistance. Now next thing I have to find out current supplied by the battery. Let's say this, I is equal to V by R. Current supplied by the battery, for this purpose I will have to take what? Combined resistance R. We already know how much is V. V is how much, children, here? 3 volts. So 3. Combined resistance how much? 12 by 11 ohms. So let's put here 12 by 11. As you know, this 11 will go in numerator. 3 into 11 by 12. 4. 11 by 4. Unit of current is ampere. So current supplied by the battery is how much? 11 by 4 ampere. You can also write by dividing 2.75 ampere. Okay. So battery is supplying how much current? 2.75 ampere. If they ask you what will be reading of ammeter, so this also will say the same thing, because ammeter will be reading. See, the current here is I1, current here is I2, current here is I3. When I1, I2 and I3 will meet here at this point, again the same current will come out at the other end. Bear this in mind. Now third part they are saying is how much current is flowing through 6 ohm resistance. So here V is how much? You see, we already did that potential difference across each resistance will be same, and that will be equal to applied potential difference. So how many volts you are applying? 3 volts. So I will be saying V is equal to 3 volts. And how much resistance, children? 6 ohms. Therefore PD, current through 6 ohm is I3 is equal to V by R. So V is 3, R is 6, 1.2 ampere or 0.5 ampere if you divide. So we saw a simple question on combination of resistances in parallel, and we had a numerical. In this case you always have to remember that combined resistance 1 by R will be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, and potential difference across all the resistances connected in parallel is same, and that is how much in this case? 3 volts. Okay. Now we will discuss a case, children, where we have a mixture of series combination and parallel combination both. Let's see if you can do it. It's called mixed combination, and you get sums based on mixed combination also. Mixed combination of resistances. Let's see a question on mixed combination of resistances. Here I have a 3 ohm resistance, here I have a 6 ohm resistance, or 6 ohm resistance, 4 volts battery. Here I have an ammeter, NEL connector, voltmeter. Clear? Okay. So calculate number 1, combined resistance. Number 2, current supplied by battery. This is an important type which comes in exam. Number 3, reading of ammeter. And number 4, reading of voltmeter. Children, you can take screenshots. You can pause the video and watch it properly for building your concept about this topic, and make sure that you pause it and take screenshots, and you can take down all the notes from there. The 4 parts: combined resistance, current supplied by the battery, the reading of ammeter and reading of voltmeter. Bear in mind that ammeter will always read current and voltmeter will always read the potential difference. Now let us look at this. You can see clearly that 3 ohm and 6 ohm, they both are connected between 2 points. One point is here and the other point is here. So obviously this combination is representing what combination? Parallel combination. So let us start. 3 ohm and 6 ohm are connected in parallel. So children, what will I do first? First thing I will calculate combined resistance of 3 ohm and 6 ohms. So 1 by R will be, children, 1 by R1, that is 3, plus 1 by R2, that is 6. LCM is 6, 2 plus 1, 3 by 6 is 1 by 2. So 1 by R is 1 by 2. So R is how much, children? 2. So combined resistance of 3 and 6 ohms is how many ohms? 2 ohms. So I can imagine a situation like this, that between these 2 points I have got a resistance which how many ohms? 2 ohms. If I say this point is P and this point is Q, then between P and Q, how many ohm resistance I have got? 2 ohms. And here, children, I have connected how many ohms? 6 ohms. And then here I have a voltmeter. And then here I have an ammeter. And here I have a battery, a key. Read the circuit. Now you have to calculate combined resistance of the entire circuit. So you can see that 2 ohm and 6 ohm. Remember, between P and Q, combined resistance has become 2 ohm. So I will not be drawing these two again. I can draw a simplified circuit. I can say that between P and Q, I have connected what? 2 ohm resistance, right? You can see the 2 ohm and 6 ohm, how they are connected in series. You can see like this, current will flow, same current will flow through this. It has become like end to end combination. Yes. So I will say now 2 ohm and 6 ohm are in series. Now 2 ohm and 6 ohm are in what? Series. Therefore, combined resistance R is equal to R1 plus R2, 8 ohms. So you got the first answer. Combined resistance is equal to how many ohms you got? 8 ohms. Easy? So we did first part of the question. Now I will be rubbing this diagram. You can take your screenshot and then we will go for the next part. What is second part of the question, children? Second part of the question, they are saying current supplied by the battery. So this is very easy. current I is equal to V by R. And how much V children here? V is 4 volts. And R is how much? 8. 0.5 ampere. So we got a second answer, 0.5 ampere. Now third answer, reading of ammeter. So like I said, ammeter is reading what? Is reading current in the circuit. It's total current. You can see now, current supplied by the battery goes like this and again completes the circuit. So this ammeter is reading what current? Total current. So reading of ammeter 0.5 ampere. And number 4, reading of voltmeter. Reading of voltmeter children, voltmeter means reading of V. V is equal to I into R. How much current is flowing through this? 0.5 ampere, no? So 0.5 ampere is the current flowing. So 0.5, R is how much here? 6. So 3 volts. Clear? So we answered all these parts actually: current, reading of ammeter, the reading of voltmeter. So make sure you go through this video in detail and build a concept. Thank you.